Awami League gaining people's trust and faith through work, says Prime Minister. Construction of country's first ever underground metro rail inaugurated. Hub announces Hajj packages under private management. Minimum packages set at 7 lakh taka without animal sacrifice. RAB arrests Netrakona's Abdul Majid, a fugitive war criminal condemned to death. Further action according to law, says prosecutor. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to myTV English News. I'm Ashikuzaman with you in the newsroom today. You're watching the headlines, now the details. The government has brought radical changes in the country in 14 years, said Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. She said that Awami League has improved the communication system of the whole country, gaining people's trust and confidence through work. Prime Minister unveiled the inaugural pluck-up construction work of the Mass Rapid Transit Line 1 at Sector 4 at Purbachal of Pitalganj in Rupganj of Narayanganj district while addressing a civic rally there. The Prime Minister also commented that the country has reached the highway of development because the democratic trend continues. Hajj Agencies Association of Bangladesh Hub has announced Hajj packages under private management. This time, the minimum package has been fixed at 6,72,618 taka without sacrifice. Last year, it was 5,22,000 taka. Hub President Muhammad Shahadat Hussain Taslim gave this information at a press conference at Hotel Victory in the capital today. The Holy Hajj will be held on June 27, subject to sighting of the moon. This year, 1,12,168 people will be able to perform Hajj under private management. The Rapid Action Battalion today arrested a fugitive war criminal who was sentenced to death for committing crimes against humanity in 1971. The captain of RAB 3, Colonel Arif Mohiuddin Ahmed, told this information at the RAB Media Center on today. Meanwhile, the prosecutor of the International Crimes Tribunal says that every citizen has the right to appeal against the sentence, but there is a time limit in law. BNP has fallen into a ditch by itself while pushing the government, says Awami League Joint General Secretary, Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood. He made this comment to respond to questions from journalists after the unveiling ceremony of a book published by PID in the PID conference room at the Secretariat today. The Information Minister said that a free, fair and impartial along with good election was held in Brahmanbaria. Temperatures have dropped considerably. Mild cold wave is sweeping over Nilphamari, Pabna, Dinajpur and Kurigram districts and is likely to continue, said Met Office. In a span of one day, the temperature has dropped in all regions of the country. In some areas, the temperature has dropped to 5 degrees Celsius. Therefore, the severity of winter has increased in different parts of the country. A cold wind is blowing. In the meantime, the lowest temperature recorded in the country was 8.6 degrees Celsius at Rajarhat in Kurigram. Winter is also felt in Dhaka. The minimum temperature in Dhaka was 16.1 degrees Celsius. Now, international news. Reached its highest level in 48 years till January this year. The people of the country are suffering due to increase in the price of daily commodities. Inflation in January was recorded at 27.55%, the highest since May 1975. Pakistan's economy is in dire straits, stricken by a balance of payments crisis while it attempts to service high amount of external debt. The world's fifth biggest population has less than $3.7 billion in the state bank, enough to cover just 3 weeks of imports. Protests erupted in several cities of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province in Pakistan against 2 terrorist attacks within days. A number of law enforcement officials who participated in strongly condemned the attack. The protesters expressed their full confidence and support to the police and vowed not to bow down to terrorism. The attack on a police station in Punjab came a day after a suicide bomb blast at a mosque in Peshawar.
On the 30th of January, a suicide bomber blew.
A joint strike of people of different classes and professions has started in Britain. 500,000 people went on strike on Wednesday to protest against several decisions of the government. 5 lakh people are expected to join it soon. At the beginning of the strike, teachers took to the streets. Government workers, train drivers, and other workers in various sectors also joined. Various facilities have been curtailed in the country due to deal with economic crisis. In addition, general people are also angry with the government's decision to make a new labor law. Russia is preparing to launch a major attack on Ukraine on the anniversary of the war. For this reason, about 500,000 people have been added to the Russian military. Defense Minister of Ukraine, Alexei Reznikov, made this complaint in the French media BFM on Wednesday. Last September, President Putin announced the inclusion of 300,000 Russian citizens in the military. However, according to Reznikov, the number of new additions to the Russian military and the number of troops deployed for combat is greater. We're about to end the headlines once again. Awami League gaining people's trust and faith through work, says Prime Minister. Construction of country's first ever underground metro rail inaugurated. Hub announces Hajj packages under private management. Minimum packages set at 7 lakh taka without animal sacrifice. RAB arrests Netrakona's Abdul Majid, a fugitive war criminal condemned to death. Further action according to the law, says prosecutor. Pakistan's inflation hit highest level in 48 years. Price of daily commodities beyond reach. And PSG beats Montpellier in French Football League. Barcelona win against Real Betis in La Liga. That's all for now. To watch our news online, please visit YouTube/mytvnews. To watch our old program, please visit YouTube/mytvbangla and Facebook/mytvbangla. Our next news bulletin will be telecast at 7:30 p.m. in Bangla. Stay tuned. Allah Hafiz.